Good morning and welcome to another episode of Pep's Corner. Today we will continue reading our book, Ice to Steam. We will read chapter 3, which can be found on pages 14 through 19. Our focus and purpose for reading is posted on the screen, so make sure you have your book in hand and are actively following along in reading. Remember, boys and girls, to reread a second time so you are coming to shared reading fully prepared to engage in instruction. Let's begin. Page 14. Solids, liquids, and gases at home. All the materials around you can be described as solids, liquids, or gases. Melting points. Different materials melt at different temperatures. The chart shows the melting points of some materials you know. You might find some of these materials in your kitchen. Chocolate melts at about 97 degrees Fahrenheit, 36 degrees Celsius, which is just below body temperature. Chocolate feels good to eat because it melts in your mouth. The temperature in a room is usually around 65 degrees Fahrenheit. 18 degrees Celsius. A material with a melting point lower than this will be a liquid. Olive oil and water are liquids at room temperature. Boiling points. Different materials also boil at different temperatures. Liquids such as milk and fruit juice are mostly water. This means they should boil at about the same temperature as water does. So they boil at around 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius. Cooking. Heating butter makes it melt. It is turned into a liquid. Heating an egg makes it turn from a liquid to a solid. This happens because the heat is changing from chemicals that the egg is made from. It is not the same as a change of state. Is sugar a solid or liquid? Solids have fixed shapes. Liquids flow and take the shape of the container you put them in. The surface of a liquid is flat. Sugar has some of the properties of a liquid. You can pour it from one container into another. It will take the shape of the container you put it in. Sugar has some of the properties of a liquid. It also has some of the properties of a solid. Spraying powder. Some fertilizers come in a powder form. These can be pumped and sprayed just like a liquid. Sugar also has some of the properties of a solid. You can make a pile of sugar, but it does not end up with a flat surface unless you smooth it out. Look closely at the sugar. You can see that it is made of tiny crystals. The crystals are solid. Solid materials sometimes act like liquids if the pieces are very small. Other solid materials can act like liquids are salt and sand. Mixtures of states. Many things around you are combinations of materials in different states. Some hairsprays come in a spray can. Hairspray is a mixture of tiny drops of liquid and a gas. A liquid is a chemical that keeps your hair in place. The gas helps spray the drops of liquid over your hair. A mixture with drops of liquid and a gas is called an aerosol. Clouds. Clouds are aerosols because they are tiny drops of liquid, water, mixed with the gas, the air. Fogs and mists are also aerosols. They are just clouds that reach the ground. Foam rubber is solid rubber with lots of air bubbles in it. Foam rubber is soft and squishy. It is used for cushions and toys. A foam, cream on top of the emulsion, which is milk. Some foods are also mixtures. Milk is a mixture of water and droplets of liquid fat. Mixtures of two liquids are called emulsions. Whipped cream is a foam of air bubbles in a liquid.